What's up guys? So it's been like a week driving with the manual transmission. And today we're gonna be changing the fluid. Before I put in the transmission, I put these magnetic drain plugs. Here's a better view. Got one on the transfer case, and also the transit is up there. Well, for the fuel plugs, I still got the stock bolts, and the stock bolt size is probably like, I'm not too sure. I use 15/16 for this because I don't have a big enough metric somewhere in my toolbox. But the new drain plug is probably like 19, I think. And yeah, so as I mentioned earlier, this is magnetic, so I ordered more. It's from Trail Toys, so it's good because if ever the transmission or the transfer case has metal shavings from, I don't know, maybe like a grind, then at least the magnetic drain plug would catch those metal shavings instead of having it circulate throughout the fluid and contaminate the fluid. And I know that the fluid probably wouldn't be too much like up here or anything, but I'm just gonna put another one for the fuel plugs and on that side too, just because I like to keep the heads the same size, just for convenience when I'm doing a transmission or transfer case oil change. So these are about like, I forget how much they are, but I want to say they're maybe like less than 15 bucks, maybe like 12 bucks if anything. And you have the option to add an extra crush washer for an extra $1, so that's what I got, 2. But you only need to put 1. Here's the magnet. I put about maybe like 400-ish miles, maybe a little less, on the transmission within the first week driving it. And I wanted to do a flush because of how long this trans was sitting, and flushing it off the truck without like the internals actually running together at normal operating speeds, I feel like wouldn't give it a good flush. But now that it has been running, I'm gonna try and flush it and see if there's any metal shavings and see the condition of the fluid, if it's still clean or dirty. So we got our oil drain box and we're ready to go. Oh, yep, kind of dirty. Looks like it has a little gunk on it with a little metal, but it's not too bad. Small kind dirty. At least this is just a transfer case though, because if, hopefully not, but if anything goes bad, I can still use my transfer case off of the other transmission, since the automatic and manual transmission transfer cases are the same. Just a better look at it. Got some sludge. Put back. And another thing that I like about these veil or drain bolts, plugs, whatever, is that the head is longer than the stock one. You guys can see that. So I don't know if you guys experienced like removing these before, but you gotta have to make sure you hold on it good to let it sit on it, because sometimes it's easy to like slip off, and that's how you end up rounding it. So that's another reason why I'm changing out the fill plugs to these. And now off to the trans. So this is the guy that will determine my future with this transmission. Doesn't look too bad. Kind of the same as the gear oil. This is how the plug looks like. No, there's not really any major metal shavings. It's kind of like sludge, or like, I think this is like super small metal shavings, and I don't know, I think that it's normal, but at least we don't see like any hair metal shavings or like pretty more nuts metal shavings. I think we're good to go. I trust it. Transmission fluid doesn't look too bad. So we're gonna wait for that to drain and then refill. So these magnetic drain bolts are fill plugs. Drain plug, fill plug, up to you. Anyway, so they can't really tell you the life expectancy of your transmission. All they do is pretty much catch metal shavings and stuff. But I mean, it can help prolong the life of your transmission by holding those shavings instead of contaminating the fluid and having it recirculate through everything and having the metal shavings bust up like the existing gears and stuff. But yeah, I just wanted to do like a flush with the trans after a little bit of driving on it, just because it's been sitting. But I should be good for like another maybe like 20 to 30,000 miles. I'm really hoping that this transmission at least lasts me a long time, because I am tired of dealing with problems already. And fun fact, I have never owned an automatic car in my life, but the Tacoma was the first automatic car I ever owned. And here we are now. Back to the 5-speed life. It feels kind of different dailying a 5-speed again, but this was my life before, so back to the roots, baby. I'm not too sure if these fill plugs or drain plugs, the magnetic ones, are compatible with the newer or older generation Tacomas, but you can get them from Trail Toys. I think for sure the 2nd gen can. I'm not too sure about the 3rd gens and 80s and 90s. But yeah guys, Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like this video, drop a comment down below, and subscribe. Peace.